Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're back at Interlagos for the third time on Le Mans Ultimate, and certainly not for the last time this week either. We'll be back again there for GT3s, but for now we're in the Hypercars. First time around Interlagos, and the Hypercars are only our third race with the Hypercars here. So I'll be an interesting race coming up, hopefully. But welcome all. Welcome Kiki. Welcome Cora. Good to see you too. We're just waiting for practice to finish here before we get into qualifying. I should probably actually lower the fuel. Let's go 5 laps. 5 laps. That will hopefully be enough. And we should get 2 quali stints in. The lap is kind of short in hypercars. Only 125s, 124s, maybe in quali trim. What was I going to say? But yeah, there we go for qualifying. I like the way there is this little moment of you can queue a pit exit before the session begins. So we're away here for qualifying. You're caught by me streaming today. In fairness, I only put up the stream on YouTube about half an hour ago. I was meant to do it last night, and I actually came on to get the thumbnail, thinking, oh, I have a replay from the first race that we did. Of course, that was multi-class. We were racing in GT3s, but we did have hypercars on track with us. Alright, driving to the back of me then. But then I realised the replays from that first race have just disappeared. Every other replay is still there, but not the ones from our first race here in Interlagos. And it was too late to get on it, do a practice session. So I had to wait till today. Gonna let this Lambo go, because I'm still getting the tires up to temperature and the Lambo seems to want to push a little bit more, so I'll just let them go and we'll make do with this bit of space here. I think we should get 2 push laps at the full 50 kilowatts with how short the track is. So we'll do one more lap here. on the 30 kilowatts, then we'll bump it up for 2 laps. I don't know if LMU has a car meta. I don't usually follow metas. Also, this race should theoretically be a no-stop race. But it will require a bit of fuel save. Ferraris are definitely one of the more popular cars. I've also seen a few extra Porsches. I wish the thing didn't automatically swap over in a quali session. One lap here and this stint's gonna get compromised by traffic. All for them to slide off at the final corner. I thought, oh, maybe I can get some slipstream to try and make up for it. $25.1, that's alright. No, that's a different Lambo, Geeky. Lambo that I led off pulled off on the 4th lap and RTG'd. Yeah. Because the Lambo I let through, I think, is currently the Lambo in pole position. But it definitely said 123.5. And the Lambo that we were following was in 15th, with their last lap being a 129 something. Plus, they'd also done one lap fewer. In the stint. I think that red one must just be pulling off to RTG. Traffic up ahead. Which is annoying because it means our tires are going to cool down a bit. But I really need the space. Curb through the first apex. Alright, here we go. 2 more laps. gonna have to be next lap then. Good to know we have 6.5 tenths in the lap anyway. Even better run 3T 1 and 2 this time. That was just about within track limits. But that way too risky, given this is the final lap. And I have so much time on the table safely as it is. Just brakes. Won't quite be as quick as our previous lap, by half a tenth off. Oh, and that might have actually cost us a place. That might have cost us P5 on the grid. 22.7 mental. Mental. Yeah, at least we got ourselves up from what would have been P10 at the moment. Out of the 20 car field that we have. Oh dear, OBS is dropping frames. Right then, for the race. Right, first of all, we're going to need fill fuel. And it was saying 40 laps earlier. Also gonna put hards on the front. Just to try and be different. I want to say, because the hards did get quite warm over a long stint in practice. So I just want to try it. Doesn't look like there's many takers. Oh, maybe the BMW's going full hard. Oh, changing at the last minute. Maybe just trying to put people off. It doesn't look like anyone's actually committing to this, but I am going to go for it. I'm also going to set this to 2 on the lap target. We need about...
Formation lap has started.
we need to be using about 2.38 or 2.32, depending on how quick the pace
Green
is.
flag, green flag.
So we get away for the start here. It's not a great start, but it's alright. Bit of contact in front of us. So we get past the BMW, but the Alpine passed us. And we'll probably end up struggling a little bit in the early stages of this race, having the hard tire as it comes up to temperature, but I imagine in the second half of the race is where we'll come strong. We need to not lock it up. We also need to save the energy. Want to lose positions while we're saving energy. Doesn't look like many people up front are saving energy. .38, so that's the energy number that we're looking for. Now you'll see in the bottom left of steering wheel there's a 2.22 and a 2.38. The 2.22 is the fuel usage, but the 2.38 is the energy usage. Really poor line through the first couple of corners. if we do this successfully, it should mean that we don't have to take a trip through pit lane this race, which will save us a bunch of time. Just gotta make sure we don't lose too much time actually executing the fuel saving. Alright, got a Fry that's being lapped. It's actually being through pit lane. You can see there is a little bit of a train behind us. But this is the strategy game. Fry's just cost me that position. Thanks very much. Thankfully that Fry lets us through. Look at the time loss on the Alpine in front. Long race this. I'd say long. It's not that long, but the strategy is long. honest. Now the BMW's dropped back a bit. I don't know if they're starting to feel safe or what. To be honest, I think with this feel-safe strategy, I think the hard tires were a mistake. If we were pushing flat out, I think the hard tires might have been useful. But since we're saving fuel, we're also not warming the tires up as much. Just lock the front left there. Trying to be really deep into the corner. It's hard to know where you can brake exactly when you're lifting and coasting so much. Because I didn't practice the lift and coast at all. See now the front tires We're starting to get towards the sort of 90-degree mark. Brakes a little too hard there and got the rears locking. And my driving's starting to get messy. Extra hairpin for us to navigate there in the form of the Lamborghini spinning. Sure, if you want to be that route, I can be that route back to you. Don't know if I'll be able to get the fry back, mind you. Both us and the fry made a mess of team 1 and 2. hit the brakes too hard. Look, there is. A bit of straight line speed, it seems like. Yeah, I'm just struggling with this braking. Because at some corners it's the fronts and at others it's the rears. So I don't know what to do with brake brass. Surprised the car gripped up for the second apex. There, I ran it way too deep. Carb there at T2. Being behind this IF now is costing me time. Didn't feel safe there, just to make sure I saw that it didn't come back at me. Looking good on energy, so we just need to keep this up, and we should make it to the end, provided the leaders pit. If they don't pit, we're gonna have to save another lap of fuel. They might be quick enough where they'll even finish with the 43rd lap if they make a pit stop. Depends how quickly they're lapping at the moment and how much time they lose in the pit stop. That's really harsh to give a whole track limit point for when I lost time. I wish I could see more of the overall standings. That's still really harsh. And we see Lamborghini, one of the two Lamborghinis who was in the top 3, I think at least, has pitted. And we certainly would have been close to them if we didn't have a spin, though we wouldn't have had the pace to keep them behind. That's for sure. That gives me a lot more hope in a no-stop strategy. And I actually might be able to push a little bit more and use a little bit more fuel. Feels less likely now that the race is going to go to a 43rd lap. want to unlock either. Looks like the frying front made a mistake. We've closed up to them. And they've not pitted. So we were aiming for a top 5 finish. Not sure how possible that is still. Definitely opening a good gap up to the IF behind. Inside sausage carb there, that wasn't ideal. Maybe the fries suddenly trying to save a load of fuel. Realizing that, hang on, I could get away with like pitting here, but I need the fuel save as anything. Fry slapping in the 127s. I think the Fry's doing massive lift and coast. I waited until I could see the fry start lifting on the radar until I started to lift. Lamborghini's gonna let us through here, which is appreciated. Oh, some sort of crash has happened behind. This fry is going slow for whatever reason, maybe they had a spin. I have to turn the motor map down since we're nearly out of battery. Now, even without fuel saving, you should still be able to go to the final 5 minutes of the race. So I don't expect a lot of the pit stops to happen until then. But if the Alpine needs to pit, then they definitely will be falling behind us. But I've also noticed their lap times have dropped a bit, so they might be fuel saving too. Middle of this portion of this race has gone by much more quickly than the previous first half. It's definitely nerve-wracking having to wait so long for people to pit. Does make you question, are they trying to Are they going to the end anyway? Or do they still actually have to pit and you'll get the place? Also, something definitely happened with that BMW that we were fighting with. I didn't see what. Maybe they bailed out and pitted early? Or something happened to them. Left in the race. Running 25 zeros. So I have to imagine they're not saving fuel and they're going to have to pit. We're starting to close in on the Alpine, in fact. I mean, we're not going to close in on lap time, unless I started pushing flat out, which isn't an option in our current strategy. Gotta be really careful now. Ah, there goes the Alpine. into the pits. Locked ever so slightly there, started to rotate the car. So we should theoretically have 4 laps to go here when we hit the line. Looks like we'll have just under 10% of energy to use. But we've got 19-second gap to the Alpine. That shows you how much time they lost with the pit stop. They lost about 35 seconds. Also, looks like the leader has pitted, but I just need to wait and see that they have that they're not going to make a 43rd lap, otherwise we've got a lot of fuel save to do. I can't even see where the leader is. Oh, they're 23s. I got bad news. The leader is making a 43rd lap, sorry, and I need to save a lot of fuel. Also just noticed the battery's nearly full, so I can turn the motor map up. But yeah, this is the fuel save we're going for here. I mean, we might get in the lucky scenario where the leader laps everyone behind us anyway. And thus you know, we're the last car to finish on lap 43, and thus we're guaranteed 5th place no matter what penalties or how slowly we take the last lap. Minute left in the race. I don't know if turning the motor map up helps with energy. But it... Oh, Fry's had to pit. Fry wasn't going to make it. That's put us up into... P4. Time is up as we can see the leader is on another lap. We used just under 2% of energy last lap. I either need to beat the leader or... Alpine's let the leader through, so all I need to do is beat the leader here and not get lapped. And then I'm pretty much clear. Which, as this is practically the final corner, we still have a 12-second gap. We should be okay here. See, crossing the line, 2% remaining. And we used 1.96 last lap. Now we are free to save as much as we need to here. Because all the cars behind us have finished. We are the last person. Where is it? I'm trying to look for the, like, see if I can put the car into the safety car map. But I'm not seeing it. I'll coast over the line just to be safe. Yeah, and there we go. P4 on strategy alone. Yeah, I can't see the... Maybe this car doesn't have a safety car map. I'm just gonna spill over now before we... in case you can get told off for energy after the checkered flag. There is final results. BMW was done in 8th that we were fighting. But yeah, that's definitely the best result we could have hoped for, you know. A little bit of troubles. A little bit of a trouble for one of the cars, the Fry that pitted on last lap. Looks like they didn't even finish. Yeah, don't know what happened to the BMW. But yeah, the no pit strategy there was easily the fastest. That was someone got disqualified apparently for not having their clutch mapped and having auto clutch off. Uh, yeah, um, fun, fun race that. Not much to say. It wasn't like particularly exciting. Um, Morning, Napa. Unfortunately, you've just missed the race. We've not long finished. And when I say not long finished, I mean literally finished within the 5 minutes. Um, we're going to switch over to a quick daily stage on Art of Rally. Also, it does look like more frames are being dropped. So, apologies again. I might lower the bit rate. Yeah, I might lower the bit rate for future streams. I feel like I drop frames a bit too often. But a lot of the times when I say dropping frames, the bit rate would be going is going much lower than what I'd consider dropping it to. I don't want to drop it too far because with racing, things are moving quickly, and so if you don't have a high bit rate, I feel like the stream would just get pixelated very quickly. The quality would disappear very quickly. I also just realized the chat needs refreshed on this screen. There we go. Um, um, uh, do you reckon you might do a beam race when Alrima drops? I have a few ideas for what I want to do this year. Um, in terms of auto beam events, I still actually have a couple of videos to finish off. They're not too far from being finished, but I still need to finish writing a script for it. And every time I've looked at that script, I've like, I don't know how to write this. I've really just hit writer's block. So yeah, we'll get on with Art of Rally here. I'm kind of procrastinating a little bit, reading the Discord. I nearly opened up Le Mans Ultimate again. That would have been funny. Open. There we go. So let us see. We completed the weekly event on Monday, since we didn't get to do our second stream that we had scheduled for that day. So we filled in with the weekly event. Currently, at the moment, we're seeing 35th in top 10%. That's not bad, not bad. In the daily event, we finished 30th, top 10%. That's pretty good going. Happy with that. Let's see if we can get another good result here with a Group 3 car at Japan, 11.4 gravel stage. So a good long stage here. Let's go around to it. What do we have? Lancia Stratos. I know this car can be a bit slidey, so this could be a bit interesting here. Anti-stress doesn't feel too bad. You have to be a little bit careful with it though. The rear wheel drive does make it a bit slidey. Jump here, go take it flat out since it's relatively straight. Works out for us. Kind of using wheel spin there to help rotate the car through the right-hander. The AI spectators there seem to be carving out a bit of a racing line through that square right-hander. traction out of the slow right-hander there. Not too far away from the finish now. There it is, 4-minute 4.9. And that's the 1,000th stage I've done on Art of Rally. Interesting. 1,000 stages, that's a lot. In fact, it's actually a lot more than that because I originally played this on Game Pass, and that obviously won't count towards the Steam achievements. So yeah, we finish up in 37th, top 15%. Yeah, a little further down than we've liked, compared to where we were yesterday, especially. Just a couple of tenths off of getting a couple of places. Yeah, half a second would have had us in 33rd, it looks like, too. So, quite tight. Could have been a little bit tidier, but yeah, oh well. Not too bad. Not too bad. So yeah, no F1 wallpaper. Yeah, I changed it. I wasn't a big fan of it anymore. Not the image wasn't high quality enough for the 4K displays I have, and the ultra wide just didn't looked messy now. So yeah, I just wanted something much cleaner. So yeah, I did that last night since I couldn't get the thumbnail for today's stream at that point. Yeah, as I said, I'm still dropping a ton of frames, which is quite annoying. But yeah, that's going to do it for this stream. It's been had a good race. Wasn't the most interesting, but we got a good result with the fuel saving strategy. Fuel saving, it's never really a fun strategy, but it was definitely the right strategy today. So yeah, easily the right strategy. But yeah, on Sunday, sorry. On Sunday, we'll be returning for for a 2-hour race round Interlagos once again, but this time back in the GT3 cars. That'll be our third GT3 race round Interlagos on LMU, quite interestingly. And we'll also be back on ACC for the first time in a while for a 2.4-hour race round the Nürburgring. Start of a weekly series on Fridays. So yeah, it starts about 4 p.m. UK time for those two streams. They're directly one after the other. Though I'll probably schedule them as two separate streams, as I mentioned earlier this week. I think it's just the GP, which I would be a fan of. I'd prefer it to just be the Grand Prix because the full Nordschleife things just spread out too much when it comes to racing. Yeah, things spread out so much that it isn't as fun. It's like, yeah, the Nordschleife is a fun track, but yeah, the racing on it isn't the best. So yeah, I'm quite glad. And it's been a while since I've done a just GP race. I've done like plenty of Nordschleife races last year, but I've maybe only did one or two actual GP Nordschleife Nürburgring GP races. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But as well as Sunday, just let me have a little check here. We might have a little bonus stream tomorrow as the Mon Ultimate releases tomorrow. It looks like it comes out at about 3 or 4 p.m. UK time, according to Steam. Annoyingly, it says this game plans to unlock in approximately 17 hours rather than saying, oh, it releases at this time. But yeah, so of course the Evo, um, I'm looking forward to trying out the first early access. And yeah, we'll be doing it on stream tomorrow. Um, so yeah, I don't know how long the stream will be. I don't know how much, I think there's like 20 cars and 5 tracks. I don't know exactly what sort of game modes are in it. Um, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting for sure. We're well past vague rumors at this point, Cora, for AC Evo. Um, we know all the cars and all the tracks are going to be in um the first early access release. Um, yeah, yeah, they've announced all the cars for that are coming out when the early access releases tomorrow. It's not the full content list for the game. That's going to sort of gradually been released in packs, not DLC packs, but just additions to the game. But yeah, it's they've been posting it on their socials. Has Kunos for Assetto Corsa. Yeah, so and of course they've shared a lot more info about the open world. We know A, it exists. B, there's what I think it's 16,000 kilometers of road for the open world that will gradually be released over the early access. Um, and yeah, as I mentioned, we know what some of the tracks and some of the cars are. Um, so yeah, there isn't too much rumors at the moment. We passed that stage of rumors. Oh, it might have free roam. It's like no, we've had that confirmed. Um, and yeah, we're gonna get to experience some of it tomorrow, which will be interesting. So I might be going live around 4, 5, maybe 5 o'clock or so. Um, or might be later in the evening to see how we feel. See, um, yeah, we'll see how things are. Um, and yeah, we might do a WRC stream later this week too. Not too sure. I was hoping I'd have a race on Friday. I was sort of waiting for a social race to come up because I was told, oh yeah, there'll be something revealed. A race will be on Friday, but it hasn't transpired, which I'm a little annoyed about. But yeah, I'm going to start waffling on. Been waffling on long enough. Yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you, Core. Thank you, Napa, for being here during the stream. And of course, thank you to anyone else who's been lurking in the chat. Hope you all enjoyed the race and the result that we had. And yeah, hopefully I will see you tomorrow for the early access launch of Assetto Corsa Evo. But if I don't, hopefully I'll see you later on in the week, particularly on Sunday when we've got our 4.5 hours of racing over 2 races on LMU and sort of a return to ACC for what has been a few weeks since I last raced on there. By the way, again, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.